All right, everyone, get ready, because today we are diving deep into the world of AI gaming agents.
Oh, yeah.
You know those AIs that can play video games?
Yeah.
We're not talking about some simple mobile games here.
No.
We're talking about classics.
Yeah?
Like Super Mario Bros., Pokemon Red,
Right.
the games we grew up with.
Uh-huh.
Those are being used as testing grounds for some of the most advanced AI models that are out there today.
It is pretty mind-blowing when you think about it.
It really is.
Like AI models such as Anthropic's Claude
Right.
and Google's Gemini
Oh, wow.
going head-to-head in the Mushroom Kingdom
Yeah.
or the Kanto region.
It's crazy, and here's the kicker.
Okay.
There's an open source project called Gaming Agent,
Right.
which means that anyone,
Wow.
even you listening right now, can set up these AI agents on your own computers and watch them play.
That's amazing.
Talk about bringing the future of AI right to your desktop.
Yeah.
But how do these AI agents actually work? What can they really do in these games? That's what we're here to explore today.
We're going to explore some fascinating experiments
Yeah.
where researchers pitted these AI models
Right.
against classic games.
Okay.
And what's really interesting
Yeah.
is what these experiments reveal about the state of AI today.
Yeah.
Its strengths,
Yeah.
its weaknesses,
Right.
and the areas where it still has a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, let's start with something I know you'll appreciate.
Okay.
Remember Twitch Plays Pokemon,
Oh, yeah.
where the internet collectively controlled a Pokemon game?
Yeah.
Well, Anthropic decided to see how their Claude 3.7 Sonnet AI would fare in Pokemon Red,
Uh-huh.
and they streamed it live on Twitch.
It was a brilliant way to showcase AI capabilities to a wider audience.
It really was.
What was fascinating was that viewers could actually see Claude's thought process
Yeah.
displayed on screen right alongside the gameplay.
And let me tell you,
Yeah.
some of those thought processes were truly surprising.
Oh, yeah.
There were moments where Claude got stumped by things any human player would find incredibly simple.
Yeah.
Like at one point, it took Claude ages to figure out how to walk around a simple rock wall.
This actually highlights a key challenge.
Okay.
In AI development, bridging the gap between human intuition and computational processing.
I see.
We see a rock wall and instantly know to go around it.
Right.
But an AI needs to process that information
Yeah.
in a completely different way.
Okay.
It has to analyze the pixels on the screen,
Wow.
identify the obstacle,
Yeah.
and then calculate the optimal path.
So it's not just about intelligence,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
about speed and adaptability too, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And that's something that became very apparent in Claude's gameplay.
Right.
It played incredibly slowly and deliberately,
Yeah.
taking its time to think through each move.
Yeah.
A far cry from the speedruns we see human players pulling off.
That slow, deliberate gameplay really emphasizes just how different AI reasoning is from our own. Even for something that seems simple to us, like navigating a video game world, AI still has a long way to go to match human-level intuition and responsiveness.
It's a good reminder that we're still in the early stages of AI development.
Right.
But the fact that it's able to play at all
Yeah.
is a testament to how far the technology has come.
Yeah.
Now, you might be thinking,
Yeah.
okay, Pokemon is fun,
Right.
but how does AI handle a game
Yeah.
that requires more precise timing and reflexes?
Right.
Well, that's where our next experiment comes in.
Let's jump into the Mushroom Kingdom and talk about Super Mario Bros.
Right.
Because it turns out that this classic game has become a surprisingly tough benchmark
Right.
for AI models.
Researchers at the Harrow AI lab at UC San Diego decided to use Super Mario Bros. As a testing ground for a number of different AI models, including Anthropic's Claude, Google's Gemini, and even OpenAI's GPT-4o. They used the gaming agent framework, that open source project we mentioned earlier, to let the AIs control Mario.
So wait, open source means anyone can access the code behind Gaming Agent? Like it's a collaborative project? Wow, that's one of the most exciting things about this field.
Yeah.
The accessibility and the collaborative spirit.
Uh-huh.
But back to the experiment.
Right.
The AI models essentially got to see what was happening in the game, just like you would if you were playing.
Yeah.
And they received simple instructions.
Yeah.
Move right, jump, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But here's where it gets interesting.
Okay.
They had to translate those instructions into actual code using Python to make Mario do those actions.
Yeah.
So the AI is actually writing code to play the game.
That's right.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So how did they do?
Well,
I'm going to guess GPT-4 crushed it, right?
wait.
It's a reasoning model.
Yeah.
It should excel at this kind of problem solving.
Actually, that's where things took an unexpected turn.
Oh, okay.
The results showed that Anthropic's Claude models completely outperformed the competition,
Really?
with Claude 3.7 taking first place
Wow.
and Claude 3.5 a close second.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's a surprise. I would have thought those reasoning models, like GPT-4, which are known for their ability to solve complex problems, would have dominated in a game like Super Mario Bros.
Right.
What happened?
It turns out that in this real-time gaming environment, those reasoning models were actually at a disadvantage.
Okay.
And the reason is pretty simple. Speed.
Right.
See, those models are incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
But they take time to think through each step.
Okay.
And in a fast-paced game like Super Mario Bros., where split-second decisions are crucial, that processing time became a major bottleneck.
So it's like having a supercomputer for a brain, but being stuck with dial-up internet. You have all this processing power, but it takes too long to actually put it into action.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
And it highlights a key insight about AI development.
Okay.
It's not just about creating models that can think.
Right.
It's about creating models that can think quickly and adapt to dynamic situations in real time.
Okay.
And that's where video games, even those seemingly simple ones like Super Mario Bros., become such a valuable tools for pushing the boundaries of AI.
Okay. I'm officially hooked.
All right.
We've seen AI struggle with intuition in Pokemon and then get outpaced in Mario. What else can we learn from these gaming experiments?
Right.
And what does it all mean for the future of AI?
Yeah.
We'll dive into all that after this.
Sounds good.
We've seen some pretty surprising results from these AI gaming experiments so far.
Yeah.
It's clear that even classic games like Pokemon and Super Mario Brothers present some pretty significant challenges for even the most advanced AI models out there.
Yeah, definitely.
It makes you wonder, why are researchers even focusing on games in the first place?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And it speaks to a long tradition in AI research.
Okay.
You see, video games have been used as benchmarks for AI development for decades now.
For decades, wow.
They offer a simplified and controlled environment.
Okay.
A sort of microcosm of the real world, if you will.
So it's like a safe space for AI to learn and experiment without the messiness and unpredictability of the real world?
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that.
Games have clear rules and objectives, which makes it easier to measure an AI's progress. But within those boundaries, AIs still need to learn complex strategies, adapt to new information, and make decisions under pressure.
It's a training ground for intelligence in a way.
I think that's a really good way to put it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But can we really draw a direct line between an AI's ability to, say, beat Super Mario Bros. And its ability to solve real-world problems?
Right.
I mean, it's not like mastering a game automatically makes you a genius in other areas of life.
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
That has sparked a lot of debate in the AI community.
I bet.
Some researchers argue that the skills an AI learns in a game environment are too specific to that particular game.
Right.
They might not necessarily translate to the complexities and nuances of real-world tasks.
So it's like saying just because you're a chess grandmaster doesn't mean you can automatically run a successful business or write a best-selling novel.
Exactly. It's a different skill set, different context.
Right.
In fact, OpenAI researcher Andrej Karpathy even called this an evaluation crisis in AI.
An evaluation crisis.
Yeah, we're getting really good
at
measuring AI performance in these controlled game environments.
Right.
But it's still unclear how well those metrics actually correlate with real-world intelligence or problem-solving abilities.
But even if the connection isn't perfect, wouldn't skills like strategy, adaptation, and decision-making under pressure still be valuable in the real world?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's why I believe these game benchmarks are still incredibly valuable.
Okay.
Even if we have to be cautious about overstating their real-world implications.
Right.
Games are pushing AI development in some really fascinating directions.
Yeah.
They're forcing us to create AIs that can think strategically, adapt to new information, and make decisions under pressure.
Yeah.
All skills that are incredibly relevant in a wide range of real-world contexts.
So games might not be a perfect mirror of reality,
Right.
but they're a powerful tool for pushing the boundaries of what AI can do.
Exactly.
And speaking of pushing boundaries,
Yes.
let's talk about Gaming Agent.
Okay.
That open source project that lets anyone deploy AI gaming agents on their own computers.
Right.
It's like something straight out of a science fiction movie. But it's real and it's happening right now.
It's an incredible development.
It really is.
And it really democratizes access to this technology.
Okay.
Gaming Agent allows anyone, not just researchers in a lab, to experiment with these AI models, see how they work, and even contribute to their development.
So I could literally have an AI play Super Mario Bros. Or Pokemon on my laptop right now.
You absolutely could.
Wow, that's amazing.
And you can choose from a variety of different AI models.
Okay.
Including the ones we've been talking about.
Yeah.
Like Claude and Gemini. You can pit them against each other, see how they perform in different games, and even tweak the parameters to see how it affects their gameplay.
That's incredible.
It is.
We've gone from watching AI play games on Twitch to being able to run our own AI gaming tournaments at home. It feels like we're standing at the edge of a technological revolution.
It does. It really does.
But as exciting as all this is, it also raises some big questions about the future.
Right.
What happens when AI can master not just games, but real-world tasks as well?
That's where things get really interesting.
Yeah.
And potentially a bit unsettling.
Right.
If AI can learn to master complex tasks in games, could it also learn to perform complex tasks in the real world?
Yeah.
Could we see AI agents taking on roles in fields like healthcare, transportation, or even creative industries?
These are questions we can't ignore.
We can't.
But before we dive too deep into those big picture implications, let's bring it back to the games themselves. We've seen how AI can struggle with intuition, speed, and adaptation.
Yeah.
But what about the creative side of gaming?
Yeah.
Can AI actually learn to play games in a truly creative and innovative way? That's what we'll explore next.
Sounds good.
We've talked about AI's struggles and triumphs in these classic games. But there's another layer to all this that I find really intriguing. We focused on things like speed, strategy, problem solving, very logical left brain stuff. But what about the creative side of gaming? Can AI actually learn to play in a way that feels truly creative, innovative, maybe even artistic?
That's a fascinating question.
It really is.
And it gets to the heart of what we consider intelligent behavior. Can a machine truly be creative? Or is it simply mimicking patterns? It's learned from human data.
Because when we play games, it's not always about finding the most efficient solution. Sometimes it's about experimenting, trying unexpected things, expressing ourselves through our gameplay. Can AI do that too?
That's what researchers are actively exploring right now.
Wow.
And we're starting to see some really intriguing results.
Like what?
For example, there are AI models that can compose original music.
No way.
Generate unique artwork.
Wow.
Even write compelling stories.
That's incredible.
So applying those same principles to gaming, could we see AI come up with totally new strategies, discover hidden secrets in games?
Wow.
Or even create entirely new game levels or challenges?
I mean, that would be really cool.
It's certainly within the realm of possibility. Imagine an AI that could design a Super Mario Bros. Level that's as intricate and challenging as anything created by a human designer.
Oh, wow.
Or an AI that could come up with a completely unexpected strategy in Pokemon that no human player has ever thought of.
That would be amazing.
That's the kind of creativity that could truly revolutionize the gaming industry.
It really would.
Blur the lines between player and creator in a way we've never seen before.
But stepping back from the games themselves for a moment, let's talk about the bigger picture.
We've touched on some of the potential impacts of AI on the workforce. If AI can learn to master these complex tasks in games, what happens when it sets its sights on the real world?
It's both exciting and a bit daunting to think about.
Yeah, I can see that.
If AI can excel in controlled environments like games,
Right.
it's not a huge leap to imagine it performing tasks in fields like healthcare, transportation, finance, even creative industries.
Could we see AI doctors diagnosing patients?
Yeah.
AI drivers navigating our roads?
Right.
AI artists composing symphonies?
It's possible.
It sounds like science fiction.
I know.
But it could become our reality sooner than we think.
And that's why it's crucial that we have these conversations now.
Yeah, you're right.
We need to think about the ethical implications of AI.
Right.
The potential impact on jobs and the economy, and how we can prepare for a future where humans and AI are working side by side.
It's a huge responsibility.
It is.
But it's also an incredible opportunity.
Absolutely. We have the chance to shape the development of AI in a way that benefits all of humanity.
Yeah?
And I think these gaming experiments are a perfect example of how we can do that.
I agree.
They allow us to explore the capabilities of AI in a safe and controlled environment, to understand its strengths and limitations, and to prepare for a future where AI plays an increasingly important role in our lives.
Couldn't agree more.
And I think that brings us back to that thought-provoking question we posed earlier.
Oh.
Yes, we're seeing AI achieve incredible things in games.
Yeah.
But are those skills truly transferable to the real world?
Right.
Are games ultimately too abstract, too simplified to be a true test of intelligence?
It's like asking if mastering a flight simulator makes you a qualified pilot.
Yeah.
There's a difference between simulating reality and actually navigating the complexities of the real world.
It really makes you think.
Exactly. And that's something we need to keep in mind.
Yeah.
As we continue to develop ever more sophisticated AI, we need to be realistic about its capabilities, aware of its limitations, and above all, ensure that its development is guided by ethical considerations and a focus on the well-being of humanity.
This has been a mind-expanding deep dive.
It has.
And I feel like we've only just scratched the surface of this fascinating field.
Yeah, definitely.
The world of AI gaming agents is evolving rapidly, and it's clear that the line between games and reality is becoming increasingly blurred.
And thanks to projects like Gaming Agent, anyone can be a part of this revolution.
It's true.
You can explore the power of AI firsthand, experiment with different models, even contribute to the development of this incredible technology.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe you'll be the one to create the next AI breakthrough.
So keep playing.
Yeah.
Keep exploring. And keep those big questions coming. The future of AI is unfolding right before our eyes.
It really is.
And it's up to all of us to shape it responsibly and thoughtfully.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll catch you next time for another deep dive into the world of AI.